Hey guys, I'm Perry, a pro jungler in the NACL/Academy League. I played on Dignitas Academy last year, and I've been maintaining challenge for 3 years, for the last 3 years. Today we're going to be looking at a silver gold level game. It's a Graves one trick here, Graves main. We're really going to nail down, as always the early game, but more importantly this time, what you should be doing instead of the mistakes we're making in this game. And another thing is, what Graves kind of wants to do, what you know Graves' like ideal game is. So before we get into it, we always talk about priorities, right? Top lane who has prio.
Aatrox for sure.
Sure. Mid lane who has prio.
Akali should push.
Sure. Bot lane who has prio.
Silverheimer all day.
Okay. So based off this, you have top you can play with and bot you can play with. Okay. So as a default rule, you just always path to prio. So if for some
Yep.
reason they look like this, you just path top. Okay. Don't overcomplicate it, right? But
Yep.
if you are trying to think even further, the next thing you look at is runes and summoner spells. What does this tell you?
So both mids want to fight. I would think Castle usually takes TP, and then top uh seems like they're playing pretty chill, but still melee versus melee. Like I still think they're gonna fight, but probably not too aggro. And then bots pretty standard. I mean, Silver has like lane winning runes like the Aerie, so
Right.
probably also playing pretty aggressive.
Yep. So all of these guys, it's sort of volatile everywhere except for top
Yeah.
lane. So kind of whoever comes to bot lane first comes to mid lane first, interacts with these lanes is gonna be happier. So the junglers should never interact with top lane in this game.
Yeah.
That's what you should like instantly preload while looking into the tab screen, right? So we have check priorities, then path to it. Check for volatility. Okay, and pretty much the next thing is what your champions like ideally want to do. Okay, I'm just gonna go quickly, right? Sivir, she wants to push the whole game. Sivir Heimer, they want to push. So if
Yeah.
Jin and Zyra are fighting, right, they want to fight. They want to fight back so they can control the lane. Okay, Cassidy realistically wants to hit level 6 and scale, but with his setup, he wants to fight too. So Cassidy's identity is not to fight, but Cassidy's can fight. Okay, and if you don't play with what this guy is trying to do, you're going to lose. Right?
Hmm.
So fighting around your mid laner and your bot lane is key this game. Aatrox is completely fine hitting level 6, even level like going for first item. Same thing with Mundo. Okay, the last thing is Akali's gonna be playing really aggressive too. Akali's gonna be
Yeah.
willing to fight. And the same thing, the best part is these guys are mirrored pretty much. Mid and bot. Jin and Zyra also want to control the waves. So there's going to be a lot of tension in this part of the game. The last thing is Graves and Rengar, right? Graves, you want to get a good 1100 back for DIRK every single game. That should be your goal. That should be your game plan. That should be your ideal reset. So you want to either full clear, get a kill, full clear, and stay on the map long enough so you can get a DIRK. That's the ideal game for Graves. Maybe do a few camps, get a DIRK. Okay, Rengar, depending on how the Rengar feels, he wants to invade, right? He wants to also get DIRK. He wants to get as strong as he can and just apply as much pressure, but at the same time he can farm. But pretty
Yeah.
much based off his runes, it tells me that hey, he's gonna be aggressive. Okay, so you want to think about what your laners want to do in their ideal world. Okay,
Yeah.
so every single game, this should be like a requirement for you to do. Okay,
Yeah.
let's see
Yep.
what you do. Path bot, hopefully. Okay. So one thing about pushing up this far into the bush is if someone's sitting there and you walk, they'll see you
They
no matter what.
say.
Yeah.
Yep.
So and the timing is by the time if you walk out of base at the like oh you also look at how long it takes you to get out of base 17,
Y-
18,
Yeah.
19.
Yeah.
Someone could actually be in that bush when you're there. Someone
Yeah.
could literally be here. The thing I'm
Mm.
noticing is your map is small, so I would increase my map size.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just gonna put notes down here.
Yeah.
Just put it to the normal size. I think it's 33. If you look at the
Yeah.
settings, you can change it back, but it's really small. It's actually really hard to see what's going on in the map, especially because you
Yeah.
actually have these little numbers here. It's actually even more confusing to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, Akali's face checking you. This is fine. Except
Yeah.
okay.
So this
So
is like global. Yeah.
so the situation here is not the worst. It's just look at how you use your E.
Yeah,
Let
IE into their jungle.
let's say
That
Rengar is right here right now, right?
yeah.
You're fucked. Okay, but if
Yeah.
you wait and you keep you're gonna beat this Akali. Akali level 1 is really weak. You're really strong
Hmm.
level 1. So you use your E, you have your E to kite, right? To dodge whatever's gonna happen. Is it'll be much more useful. Okay, the next thing is running to um
The aatrox instead.
it's what you do is not the worst, but this whole time you kind of just gotta make up your mind. Like, look, you're running like down, right? But this whole time you've been running up, so you just gotta make up your mind.
Yeah,
If you were running
probably
this way the
better to
whole
kind of wait in the
time,
bush.
it would have been better. Oh, you went for the. I mean, they're gonna the bush is Rengar's like happy
Yeah,
place.
I was gonna say if I kite up, maybe he
Yeah,
can't jump on me.
yeah, he wouldn't be able to
So
jump on you. You would probably
yeah,
still die to Muno. So this 1-for-1 is still not the worst case scenario. Like this 1-for-1 is actually completely fine. Okay, you even have a pink now. It's completely fine. So the game, like level 1 is not that too big to worry about. We're pathing bot. This is good. Rengar is doing really bad things right now. Rengar's game is fucked pretty much. Okay, so
yeah,
Rengar looks like he did one camp and tried to gank top. Okay, and then
yep,
Aatrox actually got a kill. Okay, 2 points Q. This is beautiful. I want you to be watching lanes as much as possible here. It looks like for the most part you're not doing a bad job. So not just bot lane but also mid lane. So this whole time you're clearing, I want you to look a little bit more. It's just you can always do better. You can always do more, right? I don't know
yeah,
what's going on mid. I don't know anyone's HPs, right? So this whole time I'm looking mid, I'm looking bot, and the last thing, the best thing to think about here is not only collect information on the lanes on the lanes adjacent to you, but also on the other side of the map. So what I mean by this is hold tab, check gold. Aatrox just TP'd back. What's his advantage, right? And then the another thing is what do HPs look like,
mm,
right? So we don't know what mid HP is. We don't really know. We kind of know what's going on with the wave, like Akali's pushing, but we don't know the
yeah,
HPs. So we're missing a lot of crucial information to help us make our decision within the next 2 minutes. So this info helps us now. Right now, you hold tab. This is great. Look at how much stronger this guy is in comparison to this.
yeah,
That's ridiculous, right? So if you
yeah.
ever take a top 2v2, it's
We
gonna
just
be
win.
like you just win. Like unironically, like you have to really be bad to lose that. But collecting
Yeah,
information, this is good. Like you're doing it for the most part. This is really really good, really really good from what I'm seeing. Um, I am happy with what I've been seeing so far. Okay. The next thing
yeah,
is this crab for this wave. Okay. So I actually do like what you're thinking of here. If you are in this bush, right, and Rengar ganks, it's game over. It's really game over if Rengar ganks, right? And you know
yeah.
Rengar started his top camps. I like this look a lot. It's just the only problem is look at your timing of you being here. Okay, it's kind of hard to see, but look, he's half HP. The minion is about to be dead, and look at this wave. It's all the way back here. So
Mm,
that means you're going to be playing for this wave. You know, the other wave is also going to be right here, right? Because
yeah,
they're the exact same. So that means you're going to be waiting for your laners to crash that wave. But they can be playing up this whole time, which is fine. Again, their goal is to hump for as long as they can. So if that's what you're playing for in mind, this is really, really good. Okay?
yeah.
It's just,
That's what I was playing for the whole. Like I was
yeah.
thinking, like they're pushing. Like I wanted to be there for the bounce. That was what I was thinking of. Like it's gonna bounce back, and then I can be in that center bush,
Um,
the one
it's
next to
not
Hybrids.
going
Yeah.
to bounce this wave.
Oh right, because
The,
I wasn't thinking about the one far
the
away.
the bounce happens in the next two waves.
Mm,
Does that make sense? Let me try and picture this for you,
yeah,
because it's kind of waves are really important to get a grasp
yeah,
on. So if Jin is here and the support is here and they're pushing, right? So they just crashed a wave. Okay, boom, boom,
yeah.
boom, boom. This wave is coming up right here. Okay, the wave starts to stack, right? That wave is stacked here. Okay, then it gets pushed up. Now the wave is here. Okay, and then the other colors are, yes, others, this is your side, right? It's the next wave that's gonna bounce,
Mm,
not this current one right here. This current one hasn't bounced yet. Does that make sense?
yeah, yeah,
This
yeah. That
this
makes
one is
sense.
stuck right here. But even then, if this wave is stuck right here, your Sivir and Heimer are going to try and push it.
Yeah.
They're actually going to do nothing. They want to push it. Okay. So look here, the next wave right here is exactly what's going on, right? It's kind of, it's not fully there, but it's in the position over here, and they're just hitting it. They're just mindlessly hitting it, right?
Mm,
So The reason why I somewhat think this is actually not the greatest play is because if you, rather than sit in this bot bush because you think that Rengar's gonna gank, but if you actually went and got information by getting this crab, hitting the scryers, dropping a ward here, maybe warding here, because you know Botland's gonna be playing so aggressive, you actually cover for the exact same thing, and you apply pressure on the Graves instead of kind of doing nothing.
Mhm.
At the same time, you would get the crab. Right? So what you can do is you get the crab, you can drop a pink in this bush, you can drop a ward here if you don't want to help mid, right? Or if you want to help mid as well, you go here, you drop a ward and you hit the scryers. And then you
Yeah.
check Krugs. Make sense?
Yeah. I try not to play for crab too much. It but do you think it would have been better this time to just take the crab and like get vision down rather than like play for the
So
account like the lane gank?
even if you don't get the scrap here, right? I am spending too much time in the bot side. It's already 4 almost 20.
Yeah, my Krugs are about to come up.
Your Krugs are gonna be up, then the time you're gonna get the Krugs, and let's see it. Let's see when you get the Krugs.
Yeah.
Okay? Your wolves are already up. This is
Yeah.
very bad.
Yeah. We do end up getting a kill, but yeah.
Right. So you end up getting a kill, which is which ends up, well, how does this happen actually? Jin, um,
Yeah, I see the Jin W flashes.
yeah, but this is still not good for you.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because if you made this play on the next sequence, right? Let's say like because this opportunity is very very based on if Jin is bad or not. Because look at the wave right now, right? The wave is going to come into him. If they don't do anything, sorry, if they don't do anything with the waves, the wave is
Mm.
going to come into them, and they're going to catch it here. They're going to catch it all the way under the turret. It's not ideal for them, but Jin never needs to walk this far up, right?
Yeah.
They're lower HP. They're like the Zyra's super weak right now. They don't need to play like this.
Yeah.
So because your bot lane is winning so hard, if you played bot lane in the next 2 minutes, you would have a really really good game. The reason why
Mm.
this bot gank might actually be decent, and if I am playing to play aggressively bot here, I'm going through Tribush. I'm gonna pink this and put it in Tribush and gank from that angle. But let's say you get the kill here. That gives you DIRK.
Yeah.
Okay? And that like I said in the start, you want DIRK. So if you over tempo in the game, if you over tempo and don't make it to your first camp respawn at 4:15/4:20, it must be because you got DIRK. Right? On Graves, it has to be this reason. If it's
Yeah.
not this reason, you messed up. Okay, so if you can somehow guarantee you can get this kill by like either using spam pings here, ping, 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 right? You're playing Graves though, you can't hit him through the wave. It's really hard to guarantee this kill.
Yeah.
So you don't get your Dirk, and you are kind of just like a really bad tempo in the game, pretty much.
Mm.
Okay, and the reason why coming to this camp is so important is because it's a race against the clock, right? The clock, the game is going to end within the next 20 to 30 minutes. The game does not last forever. The faster you are to get this resource, the faster the resource respawns, the faster, you can get back to the bot lane the next time, right? Just the faster, it pretty much makes the game faster versus slower. Okay, and
Mm.
now you've delayed your game. Okay, so you don't even get the Dirk, which is really sad. Okay, so the game is
Yeah.
still good. The game is not the worst. Like you didn't make the worst decision ever, especially because it did work out. It did end up working out. But you do want to make sure that you either can 100% confirm that the play will get you something, or you want to just take your tempo and recall,
Yeah.
and don't stress about trying to make something right now. There will be an opportunity later that is going to be better for you.
Okay. So I saw Rengar top. That's why I'm going for the invade. And I knew he also did top to bot, so his bot camps were like definitely up here.
Right. So one thing I'm noticing is your mid laner's getting fucked. Okay, their mid laner just used E and W. Okay, the Akali.
Hmm.
Right. If you gank mid right now because Akali needs to crash the wave, okay, her game is fucked because she will have to use her ult or her flash to live because she used her W and the E on the wave or for the trade. Right. See how she went invisible for a sec there? That's because she's in her shroud, I think.
Yeah. Even if Caston doesn't have six, like I was thinking about it, but Caston didn't have six, and I didn't want to like. I don't know. I felt like it could have been dangerous if she has ult advantage, and we're both five.
Yeah, so you guys are never gonna get a 2v1 killed as long as you don't play to die, right?
Yeah.
If he uses ult on you, you just walk away.
Hmm.
And now when the Cassidy is 6, Cassidy's gonna destroy in the lane. Because Akali doesn't have ult
Hmm.
for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Right? And then if you ever go for this invade and Akali just moves because Akali has full prio, that can't happen because you've taken Akali's ult away and you've made it so your mid laner can have a pressure on the Akali. But pretty much you have no lanes of prio right now and you're going for this invade. And it's good, it's
Hmm.
true. Rengar's topside, right? But these lanes can move to you. Whether or not it's good for the lane, it doesn't matter because it's really bad for your game if they come.
Yeah.
So if I am going to do anything aggressive on the map here, it's gank this mid laner, especially because Akali used her Shroud here. I believe that's why she went invisible here. Boom, she's invis. That must mean she used her Shroud.
Yeah.
Yeah, has to be. So she used her Shroud and her E. If you look here, boom, that little dash right there, that's her E.
Yep.
So she has literally zero ability. She's going to have to flash or have to use her ult to live. Alternatively, if there's no mid play here, just because Rengar showed top doesn't mean you need to instantly punish. Okay? Doesn't mean that, hey, this guy is top lane, this Rengar is top lane, I have to go right away to play this punish. Sometimes it's better to just clear and take your tempo. Okay, and the reason why I keep saying clearing equals better tempo is because as a laner, as a jungler, you're obligated to do things, right? You're obligated to last hits and collect EXP and get stronger in a game where the game like probably doesn't go past like level 13, 12, around there, depending on how long the game is, right? So you want to get there as fast as you possibly can in the shortest amount of time possible. So that's what the
Hmm.
tempo like, kind of means here. You're trying to get as much resources as you can as fast as possible. Okay, and the reason why getting these two camps here is completely fine is because your bot lane is eventually going to slow push out, and then after you do these two camps, you can still invade his Krugs. You can do the dragon while your bot lane has complete control. You can, after you do these camps, do the crab, then recall and restart the entire map. If this invade goes wrong for whatever random reason, it could be literally anything that the enemy team can do. It's really really shit for your game and for your tempo, and for the speed of you trying to get as strong as you possibly can with your gold and with your levels. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
So in my head, there's only two
Uh,
options here. It's never invading. It's either get a college conditions, then go back to camps, or
hmm.
do my camps first, then get conditions afterwards, and now I have no camps to do for a long time, right?
Gotcha.
In this case where you have no priors right now. If it
Yeah.
was different situation, I would do it differently. Let's say you get really good conditions to where a call is half HP or less, then there's an argument of after the mid play you can go do the invade. But even then, I would prefer you just do your camps. Okay,
Gotcha.
you end up getting the camps, right? This is pretty realistic. The problem is now your mid lane getting solo killed, right? And she's gonna live, which is really unfortunate. Okay, now Rengar's coming down. You see him coming
Yep.
shortly.
Lower
Um,
down on those groups.
and you get all of his camps, which is great. So Rengar's game is fucked, right?
Yeah.
But now look at what you need to do. And this is why invading ends up being really, really miserable for a lot of games. And people don't understand why. Okay? You've successfully gotten an invade off his Raptors and his Krugs. You've taken both of his camps pretty much. He has nothing to do right now, right? He has no topside. His blue buff might be up, but he doesn't want to go there. He has no bot side camps. So what is Rengar going to try to do?
You're gonna gank bot.
Right? What do you want to do right now?
What I ended up doing is clear my camp's bot, but what I should have done was actually probably just like I mean, I guess if I know he's gonna gank bot, I can either be there to like make sure they get the wave in, or just like recall immediately and go do my red buff, or like yeah, actually then just go start my sequence down bot over
Right.
again.
So if you're overstaying to help bot crash, that means you're actually slower on your camps, right? You're not clearing your camps. You're not doing any of your camps. So all five of your camps are just sitting there,
Yeah.
not getting hit. And if you insta recall, you're again, that's 8 seconds to recall, 20 seconds to get here, 25 seconds to get to your red buff. So you're actually slowing yourself down by not farming your own camps, right?
Hmm.
And you're obligated to clear your camps, right? Just like a mid laner is obligated to get the waves, a top laner is obligated to get their waves, a jungler you're obligated to get the camps so you can get stronger. Okay?
Yeah.
Rengar has no camps to clear. He has no obligation to do anything on the map right now. So he can literally gank whatever lane he wants. He can go gank mid. He can recall and go gank top. He can gank bot right away. right? Let's say
Yep.
Rengar just recalled because he knows it's warded. He recalls and he runs to the top. You can never, almost never counter gank this top gank pretty much because you have camps to clear.
Yeah.
So and if you do counter gank it, you're skipping all of your camps. Okay, that's why invading sucks, especially when you have camps about to respawn, and especially when you have camps that are currently alive on the map. Okay, and it's because in this sequence right now, in this frame, you are stronger and you are better off than the Rengar. But if Rengar finds an opportunity while you're farming your own camps, now he's going to be stronger than you, right?
Mm.
And it's very likely that Rengar will be able to find an opportunity. And again, if you are overstaying on the map, right, and you're just sitting here, and Rengar comes to gank, and it's like let's say no one dies, right? Now you are this far ahead in EXP, and Rengar is maybe here, so this is your difference into two camps, maybe a little bit more, um, but you haven't touched your camps for like a minute, if
Yeah.
that's the case. Which again, the faster you get to level 6 before 8 minutes, level 11 before like 15 20 minutes, the better the game will be for you. Okay, so your bot lane is playing like, I mean, they're playing
Demons.
very, very aggressively, right? But the biggest thing is here we're not looking.
Yeah.
Okay, actually no, we did look. Okay, okay, not bad, not bad. We did look. But this instance right here where you do look, I want to look at it again. Okay, look at their HPs, right? If
Yeah, Zyra's one.
and this guy has no flash. So if this guy lands anything, if Sivir lands any more abilities, they're like completely fucked.
Hmm.
Okay, and look at Heimer's position. He's for sure playing for it.
Yeah.
Right? And you just told me that yeah, Rengar has nothing to do, so Rengar could for sure gank bot if he wanted to, right? If he wanted to go interact with bot, he could. And he ends up not. I mean, it's honestly probably hard for Rengar to gank the bot lane. He's playing Rengar, and he's level 6 yet. Um, but this whole time now you have to recall. Now your whole top side is up. Now let's say Rengar just after this he's already been recalled and he's running straight to your top side. What do? You can't do anything. You lost your entire top side. Right?
Yeah.
You don't know if your top side is gone or not, because look, you see Rengar here, Rengar goes the other way, he goes that way. I don't really know what he's doing. Maybe he went for the crab. Nope, he
I
just
mean, I presume he went down to his Krugs,
he
like
went
he was
down to his
pathing
Krug,
bot,
but
and
okay,
then we
there he
saw
is,
him
there he
on the
is.
bush.
So
Yeah.
eventually he's recalled though. He checked his Krugs and he recalled. So he recalled now. He's walking out of base. He's walking out of base. He's walking out of base. He's like he could be here and he could go straight to your red buff. You have no info. You have no idea what's going on. Right at the same time, he could go and get your top laner,
Yeah.
and we can't match him at all when we're stronger than him. And the reason why we're stronger than him is because he fucked his tempo up right here.
Yeah.
Okay. So the pretty much the TLDR fix to a lot of problems in the early game is try to not invade,
Hmm.
and instead play for your camp respawns and punish in the next sequence. So if they show, the punish doesn't come right away, the punish comes later. Okay, and just generally speaking, invading is bad. You do want to invade after you get your first item.
After first time. Okay.
That's when you will start wanting to be as aggressive as you possibly can. Because let's say they come to fight you for some reason, right? Let's say Rengar like skipped his wolves and just like he knew you were going to his bot side and he came and it was a fight. It's gonna be a brawl. And the way you're gonna win that fight is either like you gotta outplay him, you gotta like maybe a teammate comes faster. It really depends. If you have your item and they don't, the fight becomes from like a 60-40 all the way to like an 80-20, a 90-10.
Hmm.
Like you're going to win it.
Yep.
Okay. Game is not the worst right now. See, Rengar has tempo to get any objective he
Herald. Yeah.
wants, right? He can do either. Like so pretty much his punish, after he lost his bot side, was to get Herald, which is really good for him. Okay, it's
Yeah.
actually he actually the Herald actually got him more than his bot side, which is funny, right?
Oh yeah, because it's like what
It's
300
300
gold.
and it's like the same amount of EXP. That's two camps, 2.5 camps,
Yeah.
right? So invading really blows.
Yeah.
Again, unless there's literally nothing else for you to do on the map. No objectives up, no objectives coming up, and no camps respawning for you either.
Yeah.
Okay, so this whole time here, let's see, everyone's trying to recall, which is good. So you're
Yeah.
watching bot, this is good. The whole time here, you haven't watched top a single time. Again, the reason why that's important again is because what we noticed earlier is your aatrox is super, super, super strong, and Rengar's kind of been in the top side. He hasn't found any success in the bot side, so Rengar could do something top lane. So you want to just
Hmm.
confirm that your top laner is like aware that hey, Rengar could come.
Yeah.
I need to know if it's dangerous for him or not by looking, and you haven't looked. So I have no idea if it's actually dangerous for aatrox to be this far up or not. Maybe Mundo's like half HP, and that's why aatrox is playing like this. But I don't know. I don't know what they're doing up there. You just gotta look. Okay,
Okay.
Rengar ends up heralding mid. Okay, and look, you're level 7
Good.
to his level 6, right? And you're in a really good position, right? He's about at level 7. Um, but pretty much you've cleared almost all of your camps, right? And your wolves are coming up. Your wolves are coming up, and he has his entire bot side up. Okay, and he heralded, right? That's the problem with making plays the moment, like, um, it's this problem with making plays that are too fast. Is now what is Rengar trying to do after he does his herald mid? What is he like
Uh,
obligated to do?
I mean, he has to go clear his bot side.
Yeah, where what like what, relative like to his HP and your strength? How do you feel about invading him now?
I mean, pretty good. I mean,
Pretty
his
good,
red
I'd
buff
say.
is up. I could just go wait and I have a pink. Just put a pink on his red. Wait for him to show up. Throw an
Exactly.
ability, and he's dead.
Right, he's pretty like it's pretty messed up that he's doing this right now, right? So alternatively, right, again, if he went to clear his camps, okay, and you don't punish now because you know you're following my rule and you want to play for first item, okay, and you go to your wolves, you go to your gromp, that's 2 camps versus his 3, okay, so you're still gonna be faster than him, right? And then afterwards you can still play for dragon. His HP is not gonna like change too much. He might gain a little bit, but the point is you're going to be able to like play for something because you're still up tempo. You don't need to get a tempo advantage right away. You don't need to get the punish right away. So just because you're up tempo doesn't mean you need to make a pressure. Just because you're up tempo, you need to punish. Oh my gosh. There we go. Right. So you can punish later, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay. So right here, looking at this picture again. Okay. Kali probably has abilities right now, and like we just talked about, Rengar has bot
Oh,
camps, right? So
yeah.
he needs to go do his bot camps. Okay.
Yeah.
And this pink, you always want to drop it here, never there, right?
Oh,
Because
it's on their side.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
on their side, right? So this pink is really hard to defend versus this pink is really much easier to defend.
Yep.
Okay. So here, this guy is brawling you. Your W and your Q are just too fast here. Okay.
Yeah.
You pretty much never want to use your abilities, especially on Graves, unless you can guarantee that they land, or unless you know for a fact that they're trying to fight you. Okay. So if you had
Hmm.
your abilities here, it would be very, very good. Obviously. Okay. Let's see how you could play this better.
I
Okay.
could have flashed out of the Rengar ult. That like I so agree with my flash here.
Yeah. That's one. Number two. So you saw Rengar here earlier, right? You saw him level
Yeah.
6, right? So look at how you're playing this, okay? No abilities, that's fine. He takes it, okay? You instantly react. Look at your dash again.
Yeah. Into jungle.
Into them. So whenever you're playing Graves, you have a lot of range, right?
Yeah.
So utilize your range and play from a distance on your side. Okay, and the next thing is it is better defensively versus aggressively.
Yeah.
Okay, you played chess before? Yes or no?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. If you have you ever played against a guy who just plays for a position, pretty much? Like they don't really aggress. They don't really like advance until they're fully done with their setup.
Yeah. Yeah. They just make you like they
It's
sleep you to death.
they
Yeah.
sleep you to death. It's so annoying, right? League players will lose their mind if that's how you play. That's kind of how
Yep.
you want to feel the game a little bit. You don't want to feel forced to do anything. You want to feel as like okay to just chill, to just get stronger, to just build your I don't know how, the chess, but like your setup. You want to get your position. You want to make things as defensive as possible. So in a fight, it works the same way. Instead of going in, you always want to go out. The moment they go on you, just go out. and they either
Mhm.
they'll lose their minds pretty much. I think realistically, a Akali might just keep chasing you. Okay, into your Heimer, into your jungle potentially. Rengar might just come and join the action all the way over here, which is a much better position for you to fight. Right? It's
Yeah.
better Q angles, better flash angles for you, better like better alt spread, right? Especially for Graves, you want to keep your range as far as possible. But now you know the theory of playing defensively versus aggressively. It'll really help, especially when you're fighting, but even when you feel forced to make a play happen. It's okay
Right.
to just farm because that's like you moving your pieces around, getting stronger, and making your formation just that much better. Just the same thing as farming.
Yep.
Okay. Yes, at this point when you're this far up, like even here this whole time, where you're in this bush, you can just walk away. You've already won the sequence here actually, because look at Akali's HP when she comes. Bada bing, bada boom. So she ate all of this here. She's already like less than half, pretty much. Right? She's less than half. So if you just walked away at this point, you've won your mid laner's game.
Yeah.
And you're gonna heal from
She's
your camps with
full.
Fleet. He's full stats and the Akali isn't, and you're gonna heal. You're gonna heal. Okay, so you going forward again, just you will learn how to get rid of that habit.
Yep.
But it is pretty valuable. Okay, and then it ends up being a 1-for-1, both junglers, which is fine. All right, we still don't have mythic. We go back to our Krugs. This is good. Good, the Krugs is good. Okay, we have our mythic gold now, and bot lane is working. So bot lane's doing great. Okay, so one thing about this game, and one thing about here, is your bot lane's been winning the whole time. Right? Also, don't queue that wall. Queue because the Raptors are here. You can just queue that wall. Get
Oh
both
yeah.
get both spreads. But because your bot lane is winning, a winning lane, especially a silent, try to get the objective. Okay, so aatrox is winning, and they got rift. Bot lane is winning, and it's 11 minutes and 30 seconds, and we haven't got this dragon.
Yeah.
You should have been able to get both of these objectives, right? And just peacefully farm, and you would be at 90 CS, 90, 90 maybe 4, 90 maybe 8, and both objectives would be cleared, and the next dragon would be spawning here. And the best part is the Herald, if you even dropped it, or you realize you're really close to the item, you can drop Herald after getting the plus 200 gold to just get your item faster.
Yeah.
Right? And the goal of your early game, is to get your first item. Okay?
Hmm.
Once you get your first item, find your strong teammate. Maybe play round up. Okay, so in this
Yeah.
case, Sivir is probably your strongest teammate. I mean, aatrox is still actually putting in work.
Aatrox is huge,
Aatrox is huge,
actually, right
actually.
now.
Yeah, he's level 10. But pretty much the first thing is this game where you have so many winning lanes, except for Kassadin, it feels very bad that you haven't gotten a single objective here.
Yeah, I was playing for the dragon on that second sequence, and then I took that really bad skirmish.
Right here.
And then yeah, down here. But then
Yeah.
that
So
terrible skirmish.
that's fine. And that's good. You should be playing for Dragon at this point anyway.
Yeah,
But when I was thinking about Dragon is like all the way back here. If you just cleared your camps and then played Dragon, there would be like almost no way for them to stop you.
yeah,
Right. So I'm thinking about Dragons from minute 6, minute 5:30 to but like 7:30 is the perfect timers to get Dragon, and then afterwards 8 to so 8 to let me write this out. 8 to I think it's like, let me think. I think ideal is like 9 minutes for Herald. So this is Dragon and then this is Herald. These are the best timers for you to get the camps or the objectives, so you can still play for your camps afterwards. Okay, and it'll like sync up correctly. So
hmm
after your first sequence, you should be done with your first clear. Sorry, your second clear at around 5:45, maybe 6 minutes, and that's a good timer to just pull Dragon afterwards. Imagine you cleared both these camps, right, and you didn't delay your tempo earlier, you would,
yeah,
be doing Dragon. Okay, and the same thing as the next sequence at like 7:30. Sorry, not 7:30, 8:30, you would be able to do Herald as well. But pretty much you just want to do these objectives. And it makes the game a
Mhm.
lot easier because Instead of having to think about so many random things, there's a lot that goes on in the game. There's a lot of details. Instead of having to think about all these random details, all you need to think about is like the things that stay the same. Dragon always spawns at 8 minutes. Oh sorry, Herald always spawns at 8 minutes. Dragon always spawns at 5 minutes. It spawns after you kill it in another 5 minutes. Right? These things never change. The HPs on your laners never change. They're always going to be changed. Like they're always going to be there for you to look at. The waves are always going to
Mm.
be there for you to look at. Versus something like a laner getting like 10 kills. That's very it could happen. It cannot happen. It could be them having 10 kills. It's very like hard to try and replicate that. So you pretty much want to like be able to replicate whatever you can. And the easiest way to replicate things is by playing for objectives.
Gotcha.
Okay, so after we clear our top side, we go for the dragon, which is good. We eventually get it, which is great. Um, This could have been a second dragon, which is why I'm a little sad, but you ended up getting one, which is fine. Okay, and at this point, this whole time, what we want to be doing is we want to recall, right? Because we have our mythic.
Yeah.
Right? The early game is to get our mythic. I know we're in proximity of these camps, but what happens is Sivir and Jaime want to play for plates. Right? At this point, they're really strong. Okay, Aatrox also just solo killed the Akali. Aatrox wants to play for plates. Right now, you don't need to farm camps to get stronger. The reason why you would farm camps is so you can get stronger, so you can get your mythic, so you can like play the map. But right now, your laners are strong enough to keep playing the map. So even
Mm.
if you're not recalling right away here, what you're doing is you need to go and play as aggressive as you possibly can into their jungle, into a lane that needs help, let's say mid lane. You pretty much, this is what I call a proactive map. Okay, so when you have laners trying to play for plates, waves slash aggressive, you think about it. Think about it like a proactive map. Do not farm your camps. Farm theirs slash look for control. Right. So what that means is like even if you sit here and just do nothing, Sivir and Heimer are doing something, and they're getting this entire bot turret. Right?
Mm.
And let's say Rengar is like farming top peacefully. So what? You're getting 320 gold worth of plates instantly on your laners. You're probably denying them waves because if they come too far forward and Rengar's not there, you're diving them, right?
Yeah.
Or you're at least trying to dive them slowly. I wouldn't just kill myself for it. I would just practice because diving is hard. But you would learn how it works.
Yeah.
And then the last thing is, let's say they're not there, they're losing waves as well. Okay, so you're generating pressure on the map so your laners can get the advantage, and then the next fight that happens, that when you fight with your laners, they're so much stronger than the enemies that you'll just win by default.
Mm.
Okay, so here is not a farm timer for you.
No.
It's a timer where you want to go, and that Rengar killing Bali is just illegal. Look at what Jaime wants to do. He wants to play up.
Timer's been on Demon Prime the whole game.
Yeah, but if you joined him a single time, the game is
Yeah, it
won
would
for
have
you.
been great.
It would have been great. Yeah. Let's look at items again real quick. You hold tab, which is good. I need to slow this down. Do you hold it? There you go. Yeah, look at item difference. Bada bing, bada boom. Holy moly, this guy too.
Yeah.
So if you
Yeah.
came bot lane to check, if Rengar was bot or not, and you played with your Heimer and your Sivir, who's actually really strong right now, you would find that Rengar's bot lane, which means Aatrox can do this, like what Aatrox can do now. But not only that, your bot lane is so much stronger. You're actually not even that weak. He does have first item on you, but you're not even that weak because your laner has first item too.
Yeah.
To where if you play it in a defensive way, so you're still not trying to over dive, not trying to be over aggressive, you're still playing defensively, you would get enough information for your laners to continue playing the game, pretty much. So you want to pretty much be with this Heimer as he's face checking here, and that makes it so, well, he never dies.
Yeah.
And if he does die, hopefully you can trade a kill. Okay, then Sivir dies too, and that loses their item advantage, which like really sucks because now Jin is going to recall or play for plates, and now the gold is going to kind of be back in a good situation for him. So Aatrox is your best friend, right?
Yeah.
Sivir's been an okay friend. Sivir's been hard winning, but Aatrox is like your bestie.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Right? He's working this game. So look at what Aatrox is doing right now, right? He's playing for this last plate, okay? And Rengar's bot lane. Or sorry, not bot lane, mid lane. Okay? And so the whole time here, I need to watch what my bestie is doing. Right, so it sounds stupid, but seriously, find your friend. Once you find, watch what they do. The whole game, you're watching what they do. So here, this guy's playing for a plate. Where do you think I want you to stand if he's playing for this plate?
uh, probably like in the bush, like the most forward bush, in
Like,
his lane.
oh, okay. So no, I mean like you're still doing Krugs. I just want you to stand
Oh,
here.
okay. Oh yeah, yeah, towards him. Yeah, yeah,
Right, so you're towards him, right? So if something happens, he runs to you and you can still help him. He has ultimate, he probably has flash. He has ways to outplay and then you can get to him. Right? And
yeah.
after you do your Krugs, you try to one shot this, you're smiting it, you're using your Q, you're using you not your probably not your W is too important. But
No,
you're
no,
clearing
no.
this as fast as you can, and you're going to him to confirm that after he clears the turrets, he can clear the wave, then recall safely. So the guy doesn't lose
Mm,
his bounty, the guy doesn't die. Okay? The moment this Mundo shows like this, right after he gets the turret, he's using his spells in the wave, you would be seeing that. Like good, good, good. You're watching your bestie. Walk to him. Help him. Even if you don't kill Mundo, okay, what you're securing is aatrox leaves, recalls, and can, play the map. Right? So you confirm that whatever happens here is going to be winning for you if you play with the
yeah,
aatrox here. Okay,
yeah.
and that's you playing around your teammates. So eventually, when the team fight comes, you're still the one carrying the fight, but now you have a teammate who's been fucking smurfing the whole game that can fight with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so aatrox like doesn't need your help, and he works him yourself. There's a Rengar behind you
Yeah.
on the map, which is okay. Yeah, that looks silly. Nice smite. Okay.
And then yeah, I pulled the cam just to kind of try to bait him back in
Yeah.
because Aatrox was there and we had a pink.
Yeah, this is good. Aatrox is Thanos. Okay. Oh, what I'm doing here is I should see some pings. I should see your pings on Aatrox's head, and then on you, because I want Aatrox to be looking at me, right? And that's how you unite with your teammates. You just ping their face, and don't use assistance ping. What you want to use the hold ping, the little like the little shield that
Yeah.
you can open the email wheel, right? There's like new ones. There's the rope ping and like
Yeah, no, I know.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So use the hold ping. The hold ping is like it's as if like you're defending a turret, right? So people always like defending turrets and stuff. So use the hold ping on objectives and ping
Mm,
your teammates as well. So like hold ping your Aatrox and hold ping the Herald, and he'll look. He'll look at you at least. That makes it so if
yeah.
someone comes, you know that he's looking, so he'll come and help you.
Mhm.
Okay, so just to confirm that he will help you. Okay, the next thing here is again, um, map is not super live, but you want to just be looking at what Aatrox is trying to do. Is Aatrox trying to play for these plates? Should I herald mid right now so I can break the turret? We're not watching what Aatrox is doing. Okay,
Gotcha.
he's our bestie. Right, Aatrox is top lane. Okay, and whoa. Okay, so we do the crab, which is good. Okay, we help him crash the wave, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, this is another int.
So
Oh.
let's see how we could break this down without saying like, yeah, just don't int, right? Because obviously don't int. So there's two things right away in my head that you could do. Is one, I actually do this a lot myself, where I'm just in too aggressive of a position, right? If you clear the way from here, check mark. You're safe.
Yeah.
You can do this and you can just leave, right? If you just cleared from here, you'd be fine. Okay. The next thing is, what does this wave actually achieve for you?
I was just trying to get the Herald down. Um, yeah, I was trying to get the Herald down here.
You just got Herald though.
Yeah, it wasn't a good play. I'm not sure why I was so hell-bent on taking this turret, actually. I can't remember. Can we go back a little bit?
Sure.
Okay, so Rengar's bot.
Hammer just died.
Uh,
Cassin's half HP. Aatrox about to be Aatrox is left in half HP too.
yeah, Rengar's bot, Zyra's bot.
So here, a quick thing is like you see Rengar showing here, you see all of them showing here. Click on Rengar, see his HP.
Yeah,
What's his HP at? What's his items? Check. You see items here.
yeah, I knew he was
Dra-
level 8
dragons in a minute.
even.
Maybe you want to herald mid so you can get the dragon. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, caster. I'm not sure. I thought it was like half HP. I just like wanted to use it, but that was like definitely like too rush.
Again, right? in the theory of when I'm talking about chess, if you just literally did less right now and you just kept getting yourself stronger, you would automatically be level 11 to Rengar's level 8 or 9, and then when you herald the next time, right, when your teammates have better conditions as well, they'll just be unstoppable.
Yeah.
So you actually put yourself out of these like worse situations by just farming. And that ties me into my other actual point, which was if you just cleared this camp, and this camp, afterwards you go play with aatrox, right? You can re-invade, you can play for top tier 2, you can bring aatrox down to the bot side to the dragon, but pretty
Dragon.
much this guy is your friend. Again, this guy's not your friend.
Mm.
Don't want to be playing around him. If aatrox was here, at full HP, he had ultimate, he's ready to fight, and you're heralding, fuck it, let's do it. Because at least you're playing with your teammate. But right now you're not playing with your actual teammate. This guy's like not real. He's not real.
No.
Yeah. Okay, so this situation is it's not ideal, but Aatrox went ahead and he worked.
Killed Mundo for the sixth
Killed Mundo.
time.
Yep, he's your best friend. See, Kassadin, not your friend. He's
Nope.
dying by himself. Okay, Aatrox is coming. Yes, Aatrox, your friend, is coming. So again, look at where he's walking this whole time. Look at where he's walking from
Yeah.
base. He's going to the top by default. He's doing what's best for him. Okay. Actually, you do use one ping. Okay. Oh, never mind. See, look, okay, this is great. You did it. You did it. I gotta get credit where credit's due. This is good. And then sometimes what you could do instead of you like pinging their TP and stuff is yeah, never ping people alive. That is not good. It triggers poison.
Oh, yeah. I guess I already pinged this TP.
You
Yeah.
ping his TP, you ping the assistance on the dragon. Don't ping him alive. That's actually
Yeah.
tilting. Also, don't ping people's wards. Like these pings are actually really bad. Unironically, you have the
Oh,
right ideas.
yeah. I wanted him to put down the ward for Aatrox TP. That was my thought.
Yeah, I mean, just as long as you're playing for this, use hold ping, assistance ping on the dragon. They will figure it out. You actually trigger people by kind of controlling what they're doing. They will
Mm.
do what's best for the dragon in their own way, pretty much.
Okay.
Right? Like this guy has wards. This guy has things to TP to. The Aatrox.
Yeah.
So the Heimer is like, what is the guy pinging me for? And he
Yeah.
instantly
That's fair.
offset him in his brain. He probably has a plan right now. He has an idea. And then the moment he sees this ping, he's like, wait, what? What's going on? What? Right? So just tone it down on some of these pings. But you're this is good. This is a good start for sure. Okay, Rengar does illegal stuff. Good flash from Heimer. Nice smoke screen. Good. You're fighting with Aatrox. Okay, look. Look at your position right here. What are these clicks? Why? What's the objective here right now? What's the goal?
Dragon.
Yeah. So why are we clicking here?
No good reason. Yeah.
No good reason, right? There's actually no reason at all. So it might sound like nitpicky, but the idea is I can tell right here you're not thinking about dragon at all. The whole time
Oh,
right here, I want you to be thinking about dragon. Dragon,
yeah.
dragon, dragon. I want this dragon. Oh, this guy's inting. I'm gonna go kill him and then do dragon. I'm gonna kill him, then go to dragon. I don't even need to kill Zyra. I don't care about anyone else. Now we've secured dragon. Bye bye. I'm gonna do the dragon. Right? This Zyra walks into you guys, so yeah, go kill him. But dragon. We killed her,
Yeah.
dragon. Right? So this whole time it should just be dragon, 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 dragon. So sometimes where if you start chasing, like if you like for some reason Jin was lower, and you see him and you're like, oh my god, like, I'm gonna go for Jin. Well,
Yeah.
you wouldn't do it if all you cared about was dragon, right?
Yeah. I definitely didn't want to like chase them there. I still wanted to get dragon. Yeah, the Zyra was a free kill, and then I just went around the long way. I didn't want to chase. I knew we could just like get dragon off the 2 picks,
Yeah,
but yeah, I took the long way.
yeah, that's good. Okay, the next thing is clicker's fine here. Yeah, the next thing is unfortunately it's not as okay. Whoa, Aatrox almost killed himself. It's not necessarily your fault, right? But Aatrox recalled here.
Yeah.
You have camps to take. This is good. You're using pings. All of this is actually pretty good. Okay, you're getting camps. One thing is I would use my smite to speed this up, and the reason why I'm speeding this up is because I want to be with Aatrox ASAP.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, the reason I'm staying out is actually I don't say yeah, I looked at how much gold I needed for collector. I was like, I don't want to back on like a pickaxe and crit. I mean, I guess I didn't need it, but it just felt I thought it would have felt bad to not just like get the whole collector.
Right. So that's good for you. right? But that means
Yeah.
you're super delayed to play with your, well, like literally 10 kill aatrox or something.
Yeah.
And your aatrox wants someone to play with. He doesn't want to 1v5 this game if he's trying to win. He wants someone to play with.
Yeah.
And the only person you can control is yourself. So involve yourself with aatrox.
Mm.
So even if you are one camp off your collective here, if it doesn't change the next fight by such a significant amount, it's not. And I'll tell you, if you ever take a fight with aatrox, it doesn't matter whether you have this DIRK or not, unironically. You could only have this item, these two items. You're gonna feel weaker, but your aatrox is just gonna mog. He's just gonna destroy
Mm.
him. He's just gonna like 1v9 the whole fight. If you need this next item to make it so the next fight is even close or winnable, then yeah, go play for the item. But you can't ruin your tempo if it means not playing with your teammates. Your strong teammates specifically. Never
Yep.
ruin your tempo. Always try to match. Right? So what you're recalling here is good. You recall and you come out of map and you'd be with aatrox. Okay? Now you kill him, and this is great. And instantly after you get this, you want to recall. Okay, so which
Yep.
is what you do, right? But look what aatrox is doing now. Now you're recalling and aatrox wants to like do stuff. So one, focusing on this item is clouding your vision of like what's actually going on in aatrox. So even if you are super fed in this game and you only have one player to team with, let's say you switch the scores and you have the 8 kills, 10 kills. You're level fucking like 13, 14, and aatrox is like level 10, 12. He's doing all right. He has your score. You still want to do your best to communicate with aatrox what's going on. So what I mean by this is right now, you're watching this and you're like, what the fuck is happening? What is aatrox thinking? And you're pinging him. You're pinging him to get the hell out of there. You're spam pinging him right now. Spamming him right now. He's going forward. He's going forward. Spam ping him. Let him know that you're off the map.
Mm.
Right? And it would be the same way as let's say you're the super fed one, and it's really good for you to recall. Let's say this is your third item. You still don't want the one teammate you can play with to do something like this. And it's really clear. Like sometimes people don't listen to pings, but it's really clear when you ping your item, they will just leave.
Mm.
Right? Because there's a good reason. Sometimes you're like, why? Why are they pinging me? I can go 1v5. No, but if you ping your item, it tells them, oh, they're playing for the item, maybe I should wait. Because then I can go fight with them. You know, some people are not controllable, but this aatrox has been really responsive this whole time. You ping
Yeah.
dragon, he came. Right? You ping TP, he TP'd. He will listen to you here. Okay? So it's not necessarily your fault that he died. Obviously he inted, but you want to be there, kind of low-key die with him and fight to the death with him, if
Yeah.
possible. But to avoid it all, just try and ping.
Gotcha. Yeah, Zyra just ends here. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's good,
Timer had a
Berntl.
really good flank.
Get some camps. Okay. Again, what you're 1v1ing right now. Okay, and your best bud is in base. Right.
Yep.
So now you don't have ult when you're fighting with your best bud, which is just super less ideal. So after you get the blue buff, you just walk away. You've won.
Yep. Yeah. Let's.
You're playing super aggressive here, not with your teammates. It's like if this is your queen with like the best piece, the best piece in the game, pretty much. You're not even playing with them.
Yeah.
Right? And it's just like you don't want to attack without your best piece. Same thing. You're eing forward instead of backwards, and you're not waiting for your queen to be there.
Oh, that's smoke.
Your bestie is too far. So now when your bestie is fighting, you can't fight because look at your HP.
Yep.
Good Baron pool. Really good. Really nice things. Really, really good. Okay, let's look at the next team fight because we're pretty much done with a lot of the early game and a lot of the basics. I'm trying to let you know. Whoa, 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 whoa,
Yeah,
whoa, whoa.
this is where I end the game.
It's the same thing, right? Like the whole time, like why are we doing this? What's the point? Also, our bestie left again.
Oh,
Okay.
actually, oh right, no, that's not. It's after the dragon that I end. I think. Oh no, never mind. It's right
No,
here.
this whole
Yep.
time you probably should have died. After the Zyra rooted you, the Zyra just ults you, and I mean,
Yeah,
you're
no,
low key.
I deserve to live
You
there.
you deserve to die at the very least. I mean,
No,
you're
no,
mid.
I deserve to lose the game
You're
here,
I mean, sure,
and I
yeah,
do.
yeah. The same thing. What's going on, man? Your best friend, the queen, the goat is coming. He's about to be here. And the best part is like these are like your rooks, your rooks, your knights, your bishops, and they're not useless. And you're like in there without anyone. So if you were to draw a battle line, your battle line should never cross like this. Heimer's past the battle line. Because look at where everyone kind of is. Right? You're freaking here in their
Hmm.
territory. But if you just try to play with the aatrox, you'd feel completely fine. And there's no pressure in the game right now. You want to try to remove as much of the pressure as you can. So let me ask you, why do you feel the need to do this? What's the point?
I mean, honestly, none. I guess bored. Honestly, like we got Baron, we got. Oh no, this we don't get third dragon. Yeah, we lose the third dragon here. Um, yeah, I guess I just felt like I could, but we didn't have enough vision, and yeah, there was like no reason. Especially, it was like I wasn't being mindful that dragon was about to come up either. I think I lost sight of that.
Right, and the best part is like, even if you could, you shouldn't. Because it's
Yeah.
risky. Right? There's no point. Just just take your small victory. Right? So let's say
Mm,
there's no dragon up, but there's your gromp up right there. Just go eat your gromp. Well, like,
mm,
and like don't put yourself in a worse position and take a risk, pretty much. It's
yeah.
like moving your battle line. Let's say your whole team was with you there. It's still not gonna be good. It still gives the enemy team a chance to outplay, right? But if you kept your formation and they were face checking into your Heimerdinger Sivir, and you as well, actually, they're going to just die, right? So yeah, boredom is real, but if you're trying to win, you're trying to just stay focused. Really, just remind yourself that the point is to win. The point is not like to play a really good game of League of Legends, and you
Yeah.
won't feel bored. Okay, but
No, no, yeah. I'm not sure what the actual reason why I did that. I guess maybe I thought I was looking for like a pick, but I
yeah,
should have just been working with my team.
even if you get the pick, you go 1 for 1, right?
Yeah.
At like best. Like, and in the best case, you take a 1 for 0. You're gonna be 0 conditions for the actual fight.
Yep.
So you effectively taking yourself out of the game, right? If you lose your
Mm,
flash, you lose your ult, and you kill someone 1 for 1, right? You live though, but you're at like 0 HP. Like, this is your HP. You have no flash anymore. You have no ult. Um,
yeah.
you're still effectively out of the fight. So going 1 for 1 doesn't really do anything.
Yep.
Okay, Aatrox. He's going back in actually, so we should kind of the same thing, similar thing. Watch him and then ping him best you can. Um, that's fine. Recall. Connect with Aatrox whenever you can. Nice, good job for you. Okay, same thing. Aatrox is inting, although now I think Cassidy is stronger. Your Sivir's decent as well. But if you ever see a teammate, any teammate, even if it's like your pawn level teammate, just ping
Yeah, I
him.
was trying to get to Aatrox here, but wasn't able to make it.
I mean, the only thing you can do there is try and ping him. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
He's in a really bad spot. Okay, the game for the most part is decent. You have 3 items. Let's go to the next fight. Oh, someone FF'd. Okay, so right here's the fight. Sivir's bot. Sivir just got chunked. Heimer's walking melee range into all their setup.
I feel like I remember feeling like I knew they were there and I should like just throw a smoke in the bush. Yeah, because Mundo was like definitely baiting here. Yeah.
Yeah, smoke in the bush helps, but if you know, especially, again, the only thing you could do is
Just
not
ping.
click in and click backwards and ping. And at the very least, if Heimer dies, you don't lose half your HP like this and your ult.
Yeah.
So at the very least, this fight here, if you were full HP over here chilling, now when Aatrox goes in like this, you'd still be able to play the fight if
Yep.
it's even good. But effectively, again, you've removed yourself out of the fight, and not to say you baited him, but you gave this guy the confidence to walk in because you're walking in with him,
Yeah, it's a bait.
right? Um, but the biggest thing is you lose your conditions, which is bad for your game.
Yeah.
You're actually able to carry this game if you have conditions. So again, when Aatrox is really deep, but this whole time you would be able to follow this whole time if you had HP and your ult. Now the
Mm,
moment Rengar ults, you have to leave. Really sucks.
Yeah.
Okay, Civic died by herself, so again, it's kind of just like hurting your teammates around, like just watching your teammates. That's kind of what you need to do, especially since it's not just a jungler's job, but it's just if you want to be as impactful as you can in every single game. When you're coming at a base, you have nothing really to do. And the best thing you can do is just keep an eye on your teammates, especially the ones who have had a tendency of well dying and inting. Okay, Mundo's top.
I have no idea how Rengar got in this bush because we swept. Literally not a clue how Rengar got in that bush. I guess maybe he like ulted. I'm not
No,
sure.
he must have just flashed. He flashed in, or he took a. I think the blast plant might get him into.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it kind of blows, but you kill him at least. It's a lot of gold for you.
I think we get a second Baron, maybe. Sure. Oh yeah, my team
No.
didn't want to do it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Heimer dies again. So again, like most of this is just your teammates are yes they are inting, and the only thing again is just you either need to be with your teammates here, like your aatrox here, you need to be with him. But the best case is this is
Yeah.
good, not inting, not killing. So you should smite this guy here, and I think
Yeah, he
this one
dies.
W E Q you Q'd barely didn't miss the wall, but okay, like here you want to just reconnect with your aatrox. You're going for it. This is good. Um, but you want to try and make the play with your aatrox.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, what the Sivir gets one shot, Cassian's balling. Game is just rough for your teammates inting. I would just say
I
the
mean,
biggest,
it all really started to go downhill once
yeah.
I
Once
bought
you died
invade.
at the dragon, yeah, that was really bad. But the biggest thing is like not really connecting with your teammates. So if I were to
Yeah.
give you three things to work on, right? Maybe one or two things. Number one is collect more information
Yeah.
all around. Not a bad job. Just to continue working on it. Number two, um, invading is okay. Just ideally play for objectives and tempo, and invade when you have your first item. So Graves is fine. Realistically, a lot of people think Graves is a champion that really wants to invade, and don't get me wrong, you can learn how to invade. Invading is what I in my head because it's like a style. It's a style to invade a lot. I think stylistically, it's better for you as a player to learn how to play like standard league where you're just playing tempo, you're not permanent invading, you're not permanent flipping things, and then you learn how to invade. And that way, that when there are games where you literally can't invade because, I mean, some champs are just stronger than your champ. Maybe some laners are really weak. Like, I mean, this game you have Cassidy, so it should feel really hard to invade. In those games, you can still play the game and you don't freak out. Um, which is why I think in, invading is like it's good to learn, just not right away.
Hmm.
And the last thing is connect your decisions and with your strong teammate. Make sure to interact with him as much as possible. So don't make solo plays. Pretty much, the game is not solo. The game is a team game, and especially when you have strong teammates, you need to make your plays with them.
Gotcha. Would you ever recommend like the level two? Like I've done the level two like Gromp invade sequence when you're starting, or when I'm starting blue side, um, like against like really weak enemy junglers. Like I was thinking about against Rengar because I feel like he has a pretty weak level two. Would you ever recommend that, or just always like play the standard? Even if it's like a weak enemy jungler, like I can get the heavy leash.
Play the standard.
Okay, cool.
Um, Agurin talked about it too, but you just get out tempoed, and if the enemy jungler doesn't lose their minds, normally the thing about invading is the enemy like freaks out. They freak out
Yeah.
when they lose a camp, so you have like a mental advantage. And then they just make bad decisions. But if the enemy
Mm,
jungler is half like focused, half human, like, and knows that invading doesn't actually mean the game is over, you will learn that you actually get punished pretty hard the more you invade.
gotcha. Cool.
Awesome, man. All right. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Hopefully, you guys got some value out of this. And yeah, later, guys.